Braxton is truly a remarkable person. He has many different disabilities that include autism, ADHD, epilepsy, OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder, Tourette's syndrome. I met Braxton about 7 or 8 years ago and began to interview him in his teenage years, and now he is in university. He's here to share in this segment about empathy and the importance of it and how HeartSpeak plays a role in developing empathy.
I have autism, specifically Asperger's syndrome, not that that is technically a diagnosis anymore. I have OCD, I have ADHD, I have Tourette's syndrome, I have epilepsy, I have, oh man, I should have brought my list so I can read them off one by one. I think I'm, in some sense, a pretty good example of intersectionality when people talk about the intersectionality of multiple different needs and types of diversity. Not to mention, I'm half Filipino, half Jew, LGBTQ. In addition to everything else, I think it's important never to forget where I came from. It's important never to forget who I was when you shot those interviews of me 4 years ago, or who I was 4 years before then. My field of interest is cognitive neuroscience. I think, especially in today's modern globalized world where so much of our communication is through social media and instant messaging, we've become disconnected in a certain sense from our fellow human beings. And I think especially for kids who are growing up in this environment as digital natives, I think it's only going to become more difficult to teach empathy. I think that's why HeartSpeak is so important, the ability to have all these stories, to be able to give a face, a real human face to these stories. How do you get people to care? How do you get people to understand that these are human beings who are suffering? These are children and men and women who have lives and emotions and loved ones who need help. They're not statistics, they're not just numbers on a paper. They're real human beings. And I think that's one of the things that makes HeartSpeak so important. It's getting those stories out there.
He truly is a testament to the many supports that he has received from his family, his mother in particular, therapists, and all those who have stepped up along the way to support him.